So yeah, today's guest is one of my two favorite people in the world is my sister. This is my sister Bianca. Say hi. Yeah, this is actually her first type of video like this as well. But that's a different discussion that we can talk about another day. Today's discussion, like I mentioned, is the top 10 movies that we think are this year's most anticipated. So we're gonna jump right in. First movie that we're gonna talk about is Mulan. I know growing up we loved Disney. I know a couple of our friends, other family members, they like Disney as well, and we are actually a big fan of huge Disney fans, especially the live adaptations that have been coming out recently. I can name a few like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Jungle Book, Maleficent. Like following the success of all those movies, Mulan is one of those that I know we have been waiting for, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been waiting for as well. Um, I believe the release date for that one is November 2nd. Yes, I'm cheating right here. I have the date right here. But yeah, it's actress's name, but it's right here. Just try to sound that out. I won't don't want to offend anybody. The director as well. I'm not 100% sure who's directing it. I know the name, but I can't pronounce it. This is also brought to you by Disney. This is Disney's live adaptation. All right, number 9. Number 9 is going to be what I think is one of the top 10 movies that everybody's waiting for is the Tomb Raider movies. Now, I know you and we grew up watching, was it the Angelina Jolie movies?
Yes.
I remember my first PlayStation's games were James Bond and the Lara Croft video games. Our dad actually had brought us up with those games, and watching Angelina Jolie make those movies, they were really good. They were straight off the video game, and it's like, oh my god, they came to life.
I'm looking forward to it. There you go.
Good point. We haven't seen it yet. All right, what number am I on? 8. Number 8, we're gonna go with 50 Shades Freed. If you're anyone like me, I know, or anybody like me, I haven't really read all the books. I've only read the first one, and I think half of the second one. I'm more so into the cinematic portion of it. Like my take on what I believe the character should be, and then her take on who the character should be. It's different from what your take and what the characters should be. The movie comes out, I believe, February 9th. That's when it's coming out.
Changed it again.
That's on my notes. All right, moving on to the next one. Number 7. All right, number 7 is a movie that I know I'm actually pretty excited for. She doesn't know much about it. It's Ocean's 8. I'm actually, and a couple other people that I know are pretty excited about this because it is an all-female cast. Not all-female cast, but all-female ensemble of the original couple movies that were just men roles. They were lead men roles.
And George Clooney was in that movie.
George Clooney, Matt Damon, and I can't remember the other.
Brad Pitt.
But yeah, I believe this movie is a continuation of the Ocean's movies, and it's just a new take on what these movies are about. I'm actually pretty excited about this movie. I want to see what this movie is going to bring out. We got great actresses who are by Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, Sarah Paulson, and I believe Helena Carter. I can't remember. Yeah, that's my nephew. He wants to come in and be a part of this. All right, moving on to number 6. Number 6 is a movie I have been waiting for quite some time now. It is the sequel to Mary Poppins.
Uh-huh.
Mary Poppins Returns is, I believe, the official title of that movie. December 25th, the day after your birthday. And I appreciate this. I don't know why it took this long for the second part to come out. I mean, I remember watching the first one and instantly falling in love with Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins,
beautiful. It's first of its kind,
and did you know the lady who played Mary Poppins is also the grandma / queen in Princess Diaries?
Did not know. Obviously, Emily Blunt. She is playing a Mary Poppins herself. I believe she's going to do great in this movie. She does great in a lot of the roles that she does. But yeah, I know that that's who's playing the movie. Can't remember who's directing it for the life of me. Dang. She's coming back to I guess one of the children that she took care of in the beginning of the first movie, and now they have their own children, and they don't believe in magic or in happiness and stuff like that. So she comes in and shows everybody, like, it shows him again, like, remember, I was here in your spot so long ago and you believed in magic. So that's pretty exciting. And that one again, December 25th this year. Number 5, being one of the greatest sagas, if not a good saga, depending on who you are and where you stand on comic book fans. This next movie is X-Men, The Dark Phoenix. May I remind you though, going off of this movie, we did see Jean Grey in, I believe, X-Men: The Last Stand, where she becomes the Dark Phoenix. You remember that?
The Dark Phoenix.
We already got that version of it, and not to throw any shade to those who actually prefer that movie, and actually, I know a lot of people that like the last movie.
Movie was good, not my favorite.
Not my favorite. Can't say it was good either. I felt like it was forced down everyone's throats.
Well, you get to see Jean Grey at her full potential.
When you put Jean Grey, the Light, or the Dark Phoenix in any of the cinematic universes or any live adaptation of that, when it's not comic book or animated series, you're trying to put someone that's 10 times powerful than Professor Xavier himself. But this movie, before we go into any other topic, because it can go on forever, this movie I'm actually really excited for.
I'm excited
to see her story, and we still get the same cast that we got from Apocalypse and from First Class. You know, everybody's reprising their old role. I don't know if any of the old people, or the older crowd, is going to come in. We don't know yet. We don't know if we're doing a flashback or anything like that. I'm excited because the main person that's playing, obviously, Jean Grey is Sophie Turner. As far as you know, it's the same character that plays Sansa Stark in our favorite show, Game of Thrones. Now, that is another topic we can talk about another day, because I don't want to get into it, and it just gets really, really bad. Really bad. But we get the same characters, actors and characters that we got from the last movie.
Yeah.
So that movie comes out, let me see my notes. That movie comes out, oh, look at that, November 2nd. At the same time Mulan comes out. Disney trying to own 2 days. But yes, November 2nd, X-Men, Dark Phoenix. Moving on to number 4. Black Panther. It's a movie that's coming up real quick. The hype for it is ridiculously good. Trailers have been dropped, teasers have been dropped, and tickets are already out. Go get your tickets, Fandango, Cinemark, whatever you want to do. Go. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of this. Just go buy your tickets. This is going to be a movie that it's just gonna be good. Now that we're getting his origin story, it's okay. It fits in right. It fits in fine. You know, Chadwick Boseman playing the main lead. We have Michael B. Jordan playing the villain, and
Kendrick Lamar is making all the music.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA producing this album. Live for it. I'm excited. We also get, I think, the antagonist from Avengers: Age of Ultron. He is he's the antagonist again. He's the one that got his arm cut off.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember? He's the antagonist that parts with Michael B. Jordan's character, who's the villain now. And you know, it's okay. Again, that one comes out February 16th. Another, you know, Singles Day awareness. A movie if you want to go watch it alone, or if you want to watch it with a group, or, you know, record it
family.
or family. Do you? That's another movie that's coming out. That's another anticipated movie. The hype for it's real. The build up for it is really good, and can't wait to see where this one takes us. All right, moving on to number 4. Number 4, a movie 16 years in the making. And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this one. 16 years since this first one came out. Incredibles 2. Ever since the Underminer came out, you get the whole scene of the entire family having their mask and embracing their powers. Anyways, Incredibles 2. It's a movie since we've heard it 2 years ago when it was already in pre-production. We have been waiting, and I know you have too. Everyone has been waiting for the next poster. The next anything, and when we got that teaser of Jack and his dad together showing him powers, it's a little spoof, it's a little funny, comical, and I love it. Don't take away from that. Where do we pick up from this movie? We might,
because seeing the poster that they had, it was pretty much the way the first movie ended, and then the teaser that we got was Jack was still a baby.
Start off where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
Start there, and I wouldn't mind a whole jump 6 years later. I'm not saying jump 1,000 years later or 10
Well,
years
like
later.
the way they did it in the first movie, 15 years later, how they ended up.
Something like that. Can we fast forward a little bit? I'm not saying grow everybody up, where the mom and dad are like decrepit and old. It's let's move up. Let's move a little further where everybody is more stabilized in their powers. But I want to see where Violet goes. I want to see where Jack goes. I want to see how the family takes it when they find out that he has powers.
Oh, and we can also see maybe if Frozone has a kid of his own. Remember, he is married.
There you go. Can he have a baby?
Maybe.
Okay.
We don't know.
Maybe a baby. Maybe a baby.
Maybe a baby.
Maybe a baby. Hey, look how happy he is. I'm just saying, like, it's a movie to really look forward to this year, and I'm probably gonna push all the children away because I don't believe they should be.
They
there.
don't deserve to
Anything
watch
like
this
14 years old or younger should not watch this movie. That one comes out. What's the date on this one? June 15th. All right, let's go. All right, so coming up to number
3.
Number 2. Is it number 2? Number 3? I don't even know what.
We did The Incredibles, didn't we?
I'm gonna let you guys know right now. If
Number
I
3.
would probably already lost number 2. We're on number 2. I miscounted all kinds of these things. As long as you're following the numbers that are on this screen, it's okay. Number 2, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Now that I know a lot of followers to J.K. Rowling and David Yates. Love your work. Phenomenal.
Perfection.
Phenomenal. Fantastic Beasts. Wow, where do I go with this? There's no book to base this off of, which was a good thing because we didn't have anything but the mind of J.K. Rowling herself, who brought us back to the Wizarding world. I know the cinematic universe is a lot more fun because you just get all of it at once. You don't have to read the books if you don't want to. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. That one's gonna be good. The cast is phenomenal. It's the old cast coming back to play their original roles. Then you have, Johnny Depp playing Grindelwald, who, for me, I was skeptical at first when I heard it as a rumor, but then when I saw the movie at the end and he was in it, I couldn't picture anybody else besides him. You have Jude Law playing Albus Dumbledore. If you haven't seen the pictures or the poster for this movie, go out there, look it up. It's on Google. Okay, so now we're going off to what we believe is the number 1 anticipated movie. May I remind you guys, this list is not in any way a list of 10 being the worst film and the 1 being the best film. So our pick of the number 1 movie that we believe is the most anticipated movie of the year, not just the year, actually the decade. The culmination of everything that we have waited for as Marvel fans, comic book fans, or the cinematic universe fans. This is it. This Avengers Infinity War is by far the most anticipated movie that I know.
Yeah.
So Avengers Infinity War. And I apologize for making this video longer than what it should be. But this first one, just ready.
Yep.
Just ready. You got Doctor Strange, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy, you got Thor, you got Captain America, Iron Man, Pepper Potts, Spider-Man, like everybody. Anyways, yeah, we're just very excited for this one. This one by far is probably the most anticipated movie of this year. And if not, discuss on the comments, put what you think should be the number 1 movie. Because this list is not based off like what's the worst and what's the best. It's more so like the top 10 movies that we think are going to be the top 10 anticipated movies of the year. They were talked about last year, touched upon. Everybody was talking about them. Everybody was trying to get some info. So I'm pretty sure these movies are like up there. They're ready. But yeah, that's it. There's some, there's other movies that I know are coming out this year, like Deadpool 2. Predator is actually getting a reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween getting a reboot. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I thank my sister for taking her time and being in my second video. Thank you guys so much for watching it, sharing it, liking it, disliking it, hating it, hate comments, whatever you guys want to do. You guys go ahead. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Descriptions on the links below. And thank you guys so much for all your help for making this a reality. Until the next one, I see you guys soon.